We live, coming to you live from we in the GLC. I'm outside. I'm kind of in traffic. About to pull up to the spit out. Reporting to you live from this ATL. Stefan Lorenzo. You know, on this day after the you know, the quote unquote Cupid Love Day or the so-called Valentine's Day. You know, it was interesting. Hey, by the way, blessings to everybody who watched this video. Peace and blessings to everybody. You know, even the haters. Um, may you may you have a long and fruitful life, full of hate. Yeah, I ain't went live in like a couple weeks, so this video, I'm gonna take my time with this. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but just vibe with me. You coming in here, hit that like button. Hit that like button. I ain't got my Cash App up or nothing like that. Hit that like button. Share this video. Matter of fact, share this video because we about to go in. So last night it was interesting. I um I went to Atlantic Station. You know, I took the my my main side bitch, for lack of better words, Cinnamon. I took her to see the film, the Bob Marley film, One Love, right? And backstory: Cinnamon been fucking with me for 3 years. Yeah, she been fucking with me for 3 years, and I just now, yesterday, took her to the movies for the first time. So I want y'all to think about that. I want the women to think about that. I want the men to think about that. Like really, really process that. You know what I mean? Anyway, so we see the movie, and you know, for the most part, it was a good film. Shout out to that brother who played Bob. I think he did I think he did a great job. I can't pronounce the brother's name, but I think he did a great job. I think the supporting cast did a great job. Um, However, I feel like the producers of the film, the writers of the film, they didn't. Yeah, like knowing a little bit about acting now and having 2 movies under my belt, right? Yeah, 2 movies under my belt. Side note, y'all go check that out. Dirty Game, the movie. That's on Tubi. You dig? And then my second film, which was a much larger role for me, it's on Apple TV and it's on Amazon Prime, and that's called Sacred. I play a family attorney in that. So make sure y'all go check that out. I never really talked about it too much, but yeah, I'm proud of that. Anyway, but the writers and the producers of the Bob Marley film, I feel like they didn't touch on the fact that, the elephant in the room, for me at least, and I think for a lot of men who are fans of Bob Marley, the same thing, and that's that this brother had a lot of Bob had a lot of bitches. Like Bob had bitches. Like motherfuckers don't know. Bob had some bitches. When I say Bob had some bitches, he had some bitches. And a lot of his bitches or his women, excuse me, you know what I mean? They motherfucking they had babies. Yeah, he had babies with a lot of his bitches. Let me clean that up. He practiced polygamy, right? And it worked. It worked. Like why wouldn't I said this earlier on Instagram. It's like, of course, we know the white man, and when I say the white man, I mean I'm talking about this old, old colonialistic, racist idea. You know what I mean? Like that's at the heart of white America, and I just put a man in front of it, just because um, man is the more powerful of the sexes. So that's really what I'm referring to when I say white man. I'm not referring to any white person in particular or white people as a whole. I just wanted to clear that up. Anyway, yeah, like of course we know the white man was gonna promote the fact that Bob Marley was half white. I know a lot of y'all didn't know that. Yeah, Bob was half white, and of course he was gonna promote the fact that Bob's father didn't give a damn about him, not two shits. But he wouldn't promote the fact that Bob Marley, I mean, he's a Rastafarian, I and I. And everyone knows Rastafarians practice polygamy. And that was really a big part of, if you ask me, that was a big part of who Bob was. Also, um, they didn't show like Bob, he gave money to Zimbabwean rebels. Yeah, like considerable sums of money, if I'm not mistaken. Like they didn't touch on that. Like Bob was a revolutionary. But in addition to everything, Bob had a lot of bitches, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember there was a motherfucking um documentary they did a few years back about Bob, and it's just like, and even like the book I read about Bob, or a few books I read a few books about Bob actually. Um, bro would be laid back, you know what I'm saying? All type of fresh juices and shit like that getting made. He in the crib making songs and smoking big spliffs, right? With his women around, his children around, his mans and them around. Like that's what a lot of niggas want. You know what I'm saying today? I just feel like they didn't really show the player, the player in Bob. Yeah, like yeah, they it's a conspiracy. And y'all bitches on Instagram, y'all love to post. Y'all love to post about Bob. Like Bob Marley quotes about women, things he said about women, but Bob had more holes than a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of did the same thing. Kind of remind me, they kind of did the same thing with Muhammad Ali. Like they didn't really put out there how many women like Muhammad Ali had till the movie came out. Yeah, till the Ali movie came out. Um, and even then they didn't really show it. Like Muhammad Ali, he had a lot of women, lot of bitches, bunch of bitches. You know, the nation, they kind of turned a blind eye 'cause shit, he the champ. But yeah, though that was just very interesting for me that I peeped that. I'm like, damn, like they touched on, and back to the One Love movie, like they touched on it, like they showed like bitches around, and his wife, like she mentioned it. But if I'm not mistaken, the wife they showed, she ain't even the one that took care of all the kids. You feel what I'm saying? That's another thing. Like Bob had his shit together, so he had his game so motherfucking tight. It's like when he died, if I'm not mistaken, the light skinned bitch he was fucking with, I can't remember her name. Like she came and took care of all the motherfucking kids and made sure everybody was straight. Didn't try to fuck nobody out of no paper. Like fast forward, if you want to talk about people like Easy E's wife, Easy had a lot of kids. He had a lot of motherfucking kids and shit. But she didn't fuck with, allegedly, she didn't take care of none of the kids but the ones Easy had with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? She didn't even fuck with the nigga Lil Easy. Shout out to Lil Easy. But yeah though, so they wanted to hide that. They wanted to like put that out there. Even like a girl I know, a few women I know actually, like when I posted what I said on Instagram regarding the film, they jumped in my story like, hey, it wasn't about that. It was about the music. And no, it's not about the music. It's about his life. And these biopics is coming out like they trying to sauce that shit up. They trying to sauce that shit up and not be authentic to the culture. Even the herb smoke, like they showed them smoking herb, but they ain't show it enough. You know what I'm saying? They ain't get Bob really talking about the herb and explaining the herb. They ain't get that, which is very surprising to me. But it's not surprising to me at motherfucking all that they didn't that they didn't motherfucking that they didn't show that shit. You know what I'm saying? Side note, I got a text message from a bitch I used to fuck with out of nowhere talking about she got into a car accident. Like what the bitch want me to do? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe the bitch didn't have no insurance. I don't know. We gonna see. I hope she alright. You know what I'm saying? Obviously she alright. I ain't even open the text. You know? Like bitch, you ain't been fucking with me. Now you get into a car accident. What I'm supposed to do? You know, that's the crazy shit. Um, that's the crazy shit bitches be on. And this ATL shit is crazy. Like I don't even want to fuck with none of these like scraggler bitches. Mm-mm. Hell no. Like I ain't even ran into the rich bitches like really getting it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I done ran into them, but like I be in traffic and I only been here a few months. Like I've been here like 6 months, but it's been like on and off. So I'm just now like getting acclimated to how this shit go. And this ATL shit is wild, my nigga. I tell you, you know. Plus I'm dolo. I be pulling solo missions everywhere I go. But yeah, yeah, it's a conspiracy, dog. When God creates, He makes no mistakes. Big is beautiful too. It's up, it's stuck. But yeah, Bob had plenty bitches, and your nigga do too.